Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us. Today we're going to be diving deep into the world of AI.
Ooh, yeah.
With a spotlight on one very interesting person.
Very cool.
François Chollet.
Yeah, this is exciting.
We're using this great article from VIPS.org
I love that site.
to figure out why he's considered such a big deal in AI.
Definitely.
What makes him tick, and what his work means for the future of AI.
You know what I find fascinating about Chollet? He doesn't just want to build smarter AI. He wants to redefine how we think about intelligence as a concept.
That's a tall order.
Yeah.
So for those of us who might not know, who is François Chollet?
Well, currently he's a researcher at Google.
Okay.
But his path to AI
Yeah.
is anything but ordinary.
Really?
This is a guy with degrees in math,
Okay.
computer science,
Makes sense.
and philosophy.
Well, hold on.
Talk about
In total science, most tests make sense. And
Right.
the philosophy, what's that about?
I think it points to his holistic approach.
Okay.
You know, Chollet doesn't see AI as just algorithms and data. He sees it as a system that could potentially think and reason.
Really?
And even create, just like humans do.
Wow.
Even his early work was focused on making these really complex systems more user-friendly.
Interesting.
It was he was laying the groundwork for something bigger all along.
And that something bigger turned out to be Keras,
Yeah.
the deep learning library that everyone's talking about.
Exactly, but it's not just a library.
Oh.
It's a revolution.
Whoa. Okay.
Imagine building sophisticated AI models with the same ease as ordering takeout on your phone. That's what Chollet aimed for with Keras.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That user-friendly.
Yeah.
But isn't AI supposed to be this super complex,
Yeah.
exclusive domain for coding wizards?
Well, that was the perception,
Okay.
and it really limited the potential of AI.
Yeah, I can see that.
Chollet believed anyone should be able to build with AI, not just a select few. And Keras made that possible.
So it's he took something that was incredibly complex
Yeah.
and made it accessible to the masses.
Right.
No wonder people call him the democratizer of AI.
Exactly, and it's had a ripple effect across industries.
Oh, really?
Think about it. Healthcare professionals using AI to diagnose diseases earlier.
Wow.
Small businesses analyzing market trends with AI.
Yeah.
It's all thanks to tools like Keras that empower people without needing a PhD in computer science.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Right.
I can definitely see the appeal.
Yeah.
But didn't this accessibility also raise concerns?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Was there pushback from people who worried about the implications of making AI so easy to use?
Oh, yeah, there were definitely some concerns about the potential misuse of AI.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. But Chollet argues that democratization is also a safeguard.
Really?
The more people that are involved in developing and using AI, the harder it is for a small group to control it or monopolize it.
Interesting.
Right.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
So instead of gatekeeping AI, he's advocating for widespread access and understanding.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
He believes that opening up AI fosters collaboration, transparency, and ultimately a more responsible approach to its development.
Okay, so Keras is clearly a game changer.
Definitely.
But I have a feeling this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Tro's contributions.
Oh, absolutely. Remember his background in philosophy?
Yeah.
That comes into play big time with his ideas about intelligence itself.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting.
Chollet is pretty critical of how we traditionally measure AI, things like image recognition or beating humans at chess.
Okay, yeah.
He argues that true intelligence isn't about acing specific tasks. It's about the ability to generalize and adapt to new situations, just like humans do.
So he's saying a truly intelligent AI shouldn't just be a one-trick pony.
Right.
It should be able to apply its knowledge flexibly in different contexts.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he believes existing benchmarks like the famous ImageNet for image recognition, they fall short.
Oh, really?
Because they encourage narrow AI that excels in one area but lacks the adaptability of human intelligence.
Makes sense. It's like someone who's amazing at trivia but can't function in the real world.
Yeah.
They have knowledge but lack understanding.
That's a great analogy.
Thanks.
Chollet actually proposed a new way to assess AI.
Oh, really?
Called the Abstraction and Reasoning Corpus, or ARC.
ARC.
Yeah, it focuses on tasks that require minimal prior knowledge.
Interesting.
And emphasize the ability to figure things out in unfamiliar situations.
So instead of just memorizing patterns, the AI needs to be able to reason and solve problems like a human would.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big leap from where we are now.
It is ambitious, but Chollet believes it's essential if we want to create truly intelligent AI that can benefit humanity in meaningful ways.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's fascinating to see how he's pushing the boundaries of what we consider intelligent when it comes to machines.
Yeah.
But speaking of boundaries, wasn't he also one of the first to really highlight the limitations of deep learning?
Yeah.
The very field he helped to advance.
Yeah, that's what makes him so compelling. He doesn't shy away from difficult questions or critiques, even when they challenge his own work.
Wow.
He's been very vocal about the limitations of deep learning as it stands today.
Okay, so what are some of the shortcomings he's identified?
Well, he points out that current AI lacks common sense.
Okay.
They can process massive amounts of data, recognize patterns, but they don't truly understand the world like humans do.
Right. They're good at following instructions, but terrible at improvising.
Exactly.
It's like a self-driving car that can navigate perfectly in ideal conditions, but gets totally flummoxed by a detour or an unexpected obstacle.
Exactly. And they also struggle with abstract reasoning and adaptability. They need to be retrained for every new task.
Yeah.
Whereas humans can apply their knowledge in different scenarios with much more flexibility.
It's like they're stuck in a perpetual toddler stage of learning.
Yeah.
Always need your specific instructions and unable to grasp the why behind things.
A bit harsh on the toddlers, perhaps, but you get the idea.
I know.
Chollet believes we need to move beyond data-driven approaches and focus on building cognitive architectures that can reason, abstract, and learn with minimal supervision.
It's more like how the human brain works with its ability to make connections and draw inferences and adapt to new situations.
Precisely, he sees abstraction and reasoning as key elements in building general-purpose AI, systems that can learn, adapt, and solve problems across a wide range of tasks, just like humans do.
It's incredible how Chollet's work goes beyond just the technical aspects of AI.
Yeah.
He's really pushing the boundaries of what we consider intelligent. And his vision for the future is both exciting and a little bit daunting.
Absolutely. And we haven't even touched on his strong stance on AI ethics and the societal implications of this technology.
Let's dive into that.
Yeah.
How does ethics factor into Chollet's view of AI?
Well, for Chollet, building smarter AI isn't enough. He believes that we need to be building ethical AI that benefits everyone.
Okay.
He's a strong advocate for responsible development and the need to mitigate potential harms.
So it's not just about what AI can do, but what it should do.
Exactly. And for him, open source plays a crucial role in that.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
How does open source contribute to ethical AI development?
Well, firstly, it democratizes AI, giving more people access to these powerful tools regardless of their resources or background. This helps to prevent the concentration of AI power in the hands of a select few.
Right. It's about leveling the playing field and fostering a more inclusive and diverse AI landscape.
Exactly. And open source also promotes transparency. When code is open, anyone can scrutinize it, identify potential biases, and hold developers accountable.
So it's like a built-in checks and balances system for AI development.
Yeah.
Ensuring that ethical considerations are baked into the process from the very beginning.
Precisely. And this open approach also encourages collaboration, allowing people from all over the world to contribute their expertise and perspectives to building AI that benefits humanity as a whole.
That's a powerful vision. A future where AI is not just smart, but ethical, accessible, and driven by a global community.
Yeah.
And it's clear that François Chollet is a driving force behind that vision.
Absolutely. His work touches on so many crucial aspects of AI.
Yeah.
From the technical to the philosophical and the ethical.
It's incredible.
He's not just building tools, he's shaping the future AI in a profoundly impactful way.
It's been incredible to delve into his world so far, and I feel like we've only just scratched the surface.
You know, as much as I admire his vision, I do wonder if his emphasis on generalization and abstract reasoning is a bit too far ahead of its time. It's a huge leap from where we are now with AI.
Yeah, definitely.
There's definitely like a healthy debate within the AI community about that.
Oh, really?
Some people argue that while Chollet's vision is very inspiring, we can't just abandon the current benchmarks and data sets that have admittedly driven significant progress.
So it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
Finding a way to incorporate his ideas without discarding everything that's come before.
Exactly.
Kind of like building a bridge to the future while still standing on solid ground.
Exactly. And this tension between the idealistic and the practical played out even with Keras.
Oh, really?
Chollet's brainchild that revolutionized AI accessibility.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought Keras was this like perfect user-friendly tool.
Right.
Are you saying there were issues?
Well, early versions, while incredibly intuitive and easy to use, did have some limitations.
Okay.
Particularly when it came to high-performance scenarios.
What does that mean in the context of AI?
Think about tasks that require massive amounts of data and processing power.
Okay.
Like training super complex models or running AI applications at scale. Things like real-time language translation for millions of users.
Wow.
Or analyzing climate data to predict weather patterns.
Yeah.
Those are high-performance scenarios.
So Keras might not have been the best tool for those situations initially.
That was the perception among some.
Interesting.
Its focus on simplicity sometimes came at the cost of performance. There was some computational overhead, and it wasn't always easy to customize for those very specific, resource-intensive needs.
So researchers or companies who needed that extra power and flexibility might have opted for other frameworks.
That's right. Frameworks like PyTorch, for example, offered more control over low-level operations, which was crucial for high-performance computing.
Okay.
And those pushing the absolute limits of AI.
So Keras was fantastic for getting started.
Yeah.
Experimenting and democratizing AI. But maybe not ideal for those at the bleeding edge.
Yeah.
Needing to squeeze every ounce of performance out of their systems.
That's a fair assessment of the early days.
Okay.
But here's the thing about Chollet. He's incredibly responsive to feedback and is constantly iterating on his work.
That's what I find so impressive about him.
Yeah?
He's not just a theorist, he's a pragmatist.
Right.
He wants to see his ideas implemented and actually used in the real world.
Yeah.
Even if it means adapting and evolving them.
Exactly. And the evolution of Keras is a perfect example of that. Remember how we mentioned it's now integrated with TensorFlow?
Yeah, you said that boosted its performance and scalability significantly.
Right, and that integration was a direct response to the criticisms and challenges that Keras was facing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Chollet recognized the need for a more powerful backend and made it happen.
So Keras can now handle those high-performance scenarios that it might have struggled with before.
Yeah.
It's like he supercharged it.
Precisely. It's become a much more robust and versatile tool.
Wow.
Yeah. Capable of tackling everything from small-scale research projects to large-scale industrial applications without sacrificing its user-friendliness.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It shows that Chollet is not just about clinging to his initial ideas.
Yeah.
He's about constantly learning, adapting.
Right.
And making his tools better based on real-world feedback.
Absolutely. And it's not just Keras. He applies that same mindset to his theoretical work as well.
You mean his ideas about intelligence and generalization? The stuff that some might consider too futuristic?
Exactly. He's actively engaged in discussions and debates, clarifying his positions and refining his concepts based on feedback from the AI community.
Okay.
He's not afraid to admit when he's wrong.
Good for him.
Or to adjust his thinking based on new evidence or perspectives.
That's a sign of a true scientist, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Being open to new ideas and willing to revise your thinking, even if it means challenging your own deeply held beliefs.
And it shows that he's not trying to impose his vision on the field. He's trying to contribute to a collective understanding of AI.
Okay.
A collaborative journey toward unlocking its true potential.
So he's a leader, but he's also a collaborator.
Yeah.
Working with others to shape the future of AI.
Precisely. And that collaborative spirit is deeply reflected in his strong advocacy for open source tools.
Right. We talked about how open source helps democratize AI, promotes transparency.
Yeah.
And serves as a check against the concentration of power.
But it goes beyond even that.
Really?
Open source is about building a community.
Okay.
A shared space where people from diverse backgrounds and with different levels of expertise can contribute, learn, and build upon each other's work.
It's like a global brain.
Yeah.
A collective intelligence where everyone's ideas and insights can come together to create something truly groundbreaking.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Thank you.
And it's that spirit of collaboration and shared knowledge that truly defines Chollet's impact on the AI ecosystem. It's not just about him as an individual, but about the movement he's helped create.
A movement toward a more open, accessible, and ethically minded approach to AI?
Exactly. And his influence is evident in the growing number of researchers, educators, and practitioners who are embracing his ideas and tools.
Wow.
Pushing the boundaries of AI while simultaneously advocating for its responsible development.
That's really cool.
It is.
It's a powerful legacy.
Yeah.
One that goes far beyond lines of code or academic papers. It's about changing the culture of AI, making it a force for good in the world.
Yeah.
A tool that empowers humanity rather than diminishes it.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks.
And this brings us to another crucial aspect of Chollet's work that we haven't fully explored yet. His deep concern for the ethical implications of AI.
We've touched on this a bit.
Yeah.
About the need to address bias and ensure responsible development, especially when making AI so accessible.
Right.
But I get the sense there's more to it than that.
There definitely is. Chollet's ethical concerns go far beyond just mitigating bias or preventing misuse. He's grappling with the fundamental question of what it means to create intelligent systems.
Wow.
What our responsibilities are as creators, and how we ensure AI aligns with human values.
So it's not just about can we build it, but should we build it, and how do we build it responsibly?
Right.
It's about the philosophical and moral implications of creating something that could potentially surpass human intelligence.
Precisely. He recognizes that AI has the potential to be incredibly beneficial, but also incredibly dangerous if it's not developed and deployed with careful consideration. A deep understanding of its capabilities, and a strong ethical compass guiding its creation.
And this is where his emphasis on open source and community collaboration becomes even more crucial, right?
Absolutely.
It's not just about making AI accessible. It's about creating a system of checks and balances, a way to ensure that diverse voices and ethical considerations are woven into the fabric of AI development.
Absolutely. Open source allows for greater scrutiny, accountability, and the ability for diverse perspectives to be heard and incorporated into the development process. It's a safeguard against the concentration of power and the potential for AI to be used in ways that could harm individuals or society as a whole.
It's like a democratic system for AI development.
Yeah.
Where the power is distributed, the decision-making is transparent,
right,
and the ethical implications are constantly being debated and refined by a global community.
That's a great way to think about it.
Thanks.
And it highlights the profound impact of Chollet's work in shaping a more thoughtful and responsible AI landscape.
Yeah.
He's not just building better AI, he's building a better future with AI.
It's inspiring to see someone who's so technically brilliant also be so deeply concerned with the ethical implications of their work. And to see that concern manifested in tangible actions, like advocating for open source and fostering a global community.
It's a reminder that true innovation isn't just about technical prowess. It's about using that prowess to create a better world.
Yeah.
A world where technology serves humanity, not the other way around.
Right.
And it's a message that resonates far beyond the field of AI.
Absolutely. It's a message that's relevant to anyone who's creating or using technology in any field.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that we have a responsibility to consider the impact of our creations, to use our knowledge and skills wisely, and to prioritize ethical considerations alongside technical advancements.
It's about recognizing that the future we create with technology is ultimately a reflection of the choices we make today.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking of the future, what does Chollet see on the horizon for AI? What are some of the key directions he's focusing on as he continues to shape the field?
Well, based on his current work and his writings, it's clear that he's incredibly passionate about pushing the boundaries of what AI can achieve.
Okay.
Constantly exploring new ideas, challenging conventional thinking, and advocating for a more holistic approach to AI development.
Okay.
One that goes beyond just data and algorithms to encompass a deeper understanding of intelligence itself.
So what does that look like in practice?
Right.
What are some of the specific areas he's focusing on as he looks ahead?
One key area, of course, is his work on developing new cognitive architectures.
Right. Those are systems designed to mimic the way the human brain works, incorporating elements of reasoning, abstraction, and common sense that current AI systems lack.
Right. It's about moving beyond just pattern recognition and creating AI that can truly understand the world and solve problems in a more human-like way.
Yeah.
With flexibility, adaptability, and a grasp of the why behind things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's also deeply involved in refining the way we measure intelligence in AI systems.
Yeah.
Moving beyond those narrow, task-specific benchmarks and pushing for new metrics that better capture the essence of true intelligence.
Right.
The kind of intelligence that allows for generalization problem solving in unfamiliar situations.
Yeah.
And the ability to learn and adapt continuously.
Like his work on the abstraction and reasoning corpus, right?
Right.
It's about evaluating an AI's ability to think critically, reason logically, and solve problems that require more than just pattern matching.
Precisely. And all of this is driven by his overarching vision of creating general-purpose AI systems that can learn, adapt, and solve problems across a wide range of domains, just like humans do.
It's a grand vision.
It is.
And one that has the potential to revolutionize countless aspects of our lives.
It's exciting to think about all the possibilities that lie ahead.
Yeah.
The problems we could solve, the advancements we could make if we unlock the potential of general-purpose AI.
Right.
But it's also a bit daunting considering the potential risks and challenges we've discussed.
Absolutely, and that's why Chollet's emphasis on ethical development is so crucial.
Yeah.
He recognizes the potential for misuse, the need to address bias, and the importance of ensuring that AI is used responsibly in a way that benefits humanity as a whole. And he's actively working to build those safeguards into the very fabric of AI development.
It's reassuring to know that someone with his level of brilliance and influence is so committed to ethical considerations.
He is.
He's not just building powerful tools. He's helping to shape the future of AI in a way that's both innovative and responsible.
And he's inspiring a whole generation of AI researchers and practitioners to do the same, to embrace that balance of ambition and responsibility as they work to unlock the incredible potential of AI.
It's a powerful legacy.
Yeah.
It's not just about building smarter AI. It's about building a better future for everyone with AI.
Right.
A future where technology empowers us, expands our capabilities, and helps us solve some of humanity's greatest challenges, all while upholding our values and ensuring that the benefits are shared widely.
And that brings us to a fascinating aspect of Chollet's work that we haven't touched on yet.
Okay.
His explorations of the connections between AI and human creativity.
Ooh, this sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
I'm all ears.
What's he got to say about AI and creativity?
So AI and creativity, huh? What's he got to say about that?
Well, Chollet argues that creativity isn't some mystical, purely human trait, but rather a product of intelligence itself.
Right.
A process of generating novel and useful ideas, whether those ideas are expressed through art, music, scientific discoveries, or technological innovations.
So he's saying that AI, if it reaches a certain level of intelligence, could potentially be creative too.
Yeah.
Could AI be composing symphonies?
Yeah.
Painting masterpieces, or even coming up with groundbreaking scientific theories alongside humans?
That's exactly what he's suggesting.
Wow.
He believes that AI, especially as it moves towards more general purpose capabilities, could become a powerful tool for augmenting human creativity, not replacing it, but working alongside us to generate new ideas, explore new possibilities, and push the boundaries of what's possible in art, science, and every other field.
That's both exciting and a little bit mind-blowing.
I know, right?
To think that AI could become our creative collaborator.
Yeah.
Helping us to see the world in new ways, solve problems we could never solve alone, and create things we could never even imagine.
It's definitely a thought-provoking concept.
It is.
And one that's sure to spark a lot of debate and discussion.
For sure.
But it speaks to Chollet's core belief that AI isn't just about building machines that can do things for us. It's about building machines that can think with us, learn with us, and create with us.
Wow.
It's about a partnership, a collaboration, where human and artificial intelligence complement and enhance each other.
That's a beautiful vision.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder if AI can become creative. What does that mean for the very definition of creativity itself?
That's a great question.
Does it change how we view our own creative processes?
That's a great question, and it's one that Chollet himself is exploring. He argues that by studying how AI systems might be able to generate novel and useful ideas, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own creative processes, the cognitive mechanisms that drive them, and the role of intelligence in shaping human creativity.
So it's not just about AI becoming more creative, it's about AI helping us to better understand what creativity is.
Right.
Both in ourselves and in the machines we create.
Yeah, it's like a feedback loop of discovery, with AI and human intelligence constantly informing and shaping each other.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Thanks.
And it's this idea of a collaborative, symbiotic relationship between human and artificial intelligence that I find so compelling about Chollet's work.
Yeah, me too.
It's not about AI replacing us, it's about AI augmenting us expanding our capabilities and helping us to reach new heights of understanding and creativity.
Absolutely.
It's a truly inspiring vision, and it makes me wonder, what are some of the concrete steps Chollet is taking to make this vision of AI-augmented creativity a reality?
Well, one of the key areas he's focusing on is developing AI systems that can learn and adapt based on feedback from human collaborators.
Okay.
Imagine an AI system that can work with a musician to compose a piece of music, responding to the musician's creative choices and suggesting new ideas based on its own understanding of music theory and its analysis of the musician's style.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Like having a virtual bandmate that can not only play along with you,
Right,
but also challenge you creatively and push you to explore new musical territory.
exactly. And this same principle could be applied to countless other creative domains,
Okay.
from writing and painting to scientific research and engineering design.
Yeah.
The idea is to build AI systems that can act as creative partners, learning from human collaborators and contributing their own unique perspectives and insights to the creative process.
It's truly fascinating stuff.
Yeah, it is.
And it makes me think about the implications for education and learning.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If AI can become our creative partner, could it also become our creative teacher?
Interesting.
Could AI help us learn new skills, explore new ideas, and unlock our own creative potential in ways we never thought possible?
That's a great question, and it's one that's being explored by researchers and educators around the world.
Really?
There's a growing movement to incorporate AI into educational settings. Not as a replacement for teachers,
Okay.
but as a tool for personalized learning, adaptive feedback, and creative exploration.
Imagine a world where every student has access to an AI tutor that can tailor its teaching style to their individual needs, provide personalized feedback on their work, and even suggest creative projects based on their interests and strengths.
Yeah.
That could revolutionize education.
It certainly could, and Chollet is a strong advocate for this vision of AI-powered education.
That's really cool.
He believes that AI has the potential to democratize access to high-quality education, personalize learning experiences, and empower students to become lifelong learners and creative thinkers.
It's incredible to think about the possibilities, and it makes me even more excited to see how Chollet's work continues to unfold in the years to come.
Me too.
He's not just shaping the future of AI, he's shaping the future of human potential itself.
I couldn't agree more.
It's been an incredibly insightful deep dive so far,
Yeah.
and I'm eager to hear what else you have to share about Chollet's vision for the future.
Well, I think we've pretty much covered it.
Yeah, it seems like we have.
Yeah.
He's definitely a fascinating figure in the world of AI.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing how he manages to weave together such complex technical ideas with these profound philosophical questions about the nature of intelligence and creativity.
It's pretty remarkable.
He's definitely not your average AI researcher.
Definitely not.
We've talked a lot about his emphasis on ethics, but I'm curious, are there any specific examples of how he puts those principles into action?
Yeah.
It's one thing to talk the talk, but how does he walk the walk, so to speak?
Oh, absolutely. Remember his staunch advocacy for open source tools. That's a prime example of his ethical philosophy in action.
Right. We talked about how open source democratizes AI, promotes transparency, and helps to prevent the concentration of power.
Exactly. By making these powerful tools accessible to everyone, he's saying, let's all work together to build AI that benefits humanity rather than just a select few. It's a deeply ethical stance, one that prioritizes inclusivity, collaboration, and the common good.
It's like he's building a global community around AI, inviting everyone to participate in shaping its future, regardless of their background or resources.
Precisely. And that commitment to community extends beyond just open source software.
Okay.
He's incredibly active in mentoring young researchers, engaging with the global AI community, and fostering a culture of collaboration and knowledge sharing.
It's inspiring to see someone with his level of expertise so dedicated to lifting others up and creating a more inclusive and diverse AI landscape.
It really is. It speaks to his belief that AI is too important to be left in the hands of a small elite group.
Yeah.
He wants to see AI benefit everyone. And that starts with making sure everyone has a seat at the table.
So true. And as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of François Chollet, I'd love to leave our listeners with some food for thought.
Okay.
Something to ponder as they continue exploring this fascinating world of AI.
What do you have in mind?
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from the technical intricacies of deep learning to the philosophical implications of intelligence and creativity.
Yeah, we have.
But ultimately the question is, what kind of future do we want to create with AI?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
And it's one that each of us needs to grapple with as AI becomes increasingly integrated into our lives. Mm-hmm. Do we want AI that simply automates tasks and makes our lives more efficient?
Yeah.
Or do we aspire to something more profound AI that enhances our creativity, expands our understanding of the world, and helps us solve some of humanity's greatest challenges?
It's a choice we all have to make.
Yeah.
Both individually and collectively. And as we've seen through the work of François Chollet, it's a choice that requires careful consideration, a deep understanding of the technology, and an unwavering commitment to ethical principles.
He's shown us that it's possible to build AI that is both powerful and responsible, innovative and humane.
Absolutely.
AI that can push the boundaries of what's possible while simultaneously upholding our values and serving the greater good.
And he's inspired countless others to join him on that journey to build a future where AI is not a force to be feared, but a tool to be embraced, a partner in progress, and a catalyst for positive change.
I love that.
A huge thank you to AIVIP.org for the insightful article that sparked this deep dive.
Such a great site.
I encourage everyone listening to check it out and continue exploring the fascinating world of François Chollet and the future of AI.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been an incredible journey, and I want to thank you, our amazing listeners, for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible, responsibly, of course.
See you next time.